From Washington, D.C. and around the world, this is Government Matters with Mimi Gerges.
This is the weekend edition of Government Matters, the only show covering the latest news, trends, and topics that matter to the business of government. I'm Mimi Gerges. The Air Force's Installation and Mission Support Center has an initiative called the Office of the Future. Its goal is to combine the benefits of telework with the benefits of collaboration. Colonel Kevin Mantovani is Vice Commander for the Air Force Installation and Mission Support Center, which is part of the Air Force Materiel Command. He's leading the Office of the Future transformation. Colonel, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mimi. Good morning.
So what did your team realize during the pandemic that led to this new office structure?
Well, prior to the pandemic, our headquarters is around 3,900 people, mostly administrative office type work goes on, but every single person had a cubicle. One person, one desk. What we saw during the pandemic, for health protection reasons and to reduce the risk of transmission, almost everybody in our headquarters was at home teleworking, as most of America had to do at various points in time if they could. What we found over the last year was that we could be absolutely successful working from home, utilizing things like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, different virtual platforms, and we didn't miss a beat. So looking forward post-pandemic, we said, hey, why don't we take advantage of this and take some of the best lessons learned that we put into practice during the pandemic from telework, which gave everybody flexibility to do some work, go for a jog, make lunch for the kids, and then go back to work while you're still in your office, so to speak, at home. But then combine it with what was best about pre-pandemic work, which was the collaboration that you can only get from in-person work. So we're calling it a hybrid approach, and it's Office of the Future. Not new to Silicon Valley and tech industry and other people, but it's quite new for us. It's radical.
So what do you see as the fundamental difference then for the Office of the Future and the benefits of this new style of workplace?
Well, a few things. Giving employees the flexibility to work where they want to work from, be it if they want to come into the office every single day because they feel that that's where they're most productive, so be it. We'll accommodate that with hotel space. If they feel that they can be even more productive, which is some of the feedback we're getting from a lot of people working at their home office, their desk, then do that. But maybe what we're thinking is do it 50% of the time. So 50% of the time you're going to come into the office, but it's not going to be the normal office. You're not going to just come in to sit and do emails, which a lot of office workers do. We want to have collaborative environment and teaming events set up for the days that you come in.
Colonel, I understand that you're going to be ripping out the cubicles and putting in cafe-style seating. That sounds appealing.
It does. I like to say that when I've gone into the office in the past, you can see the earth curving as the cubicle walls go into infinity. Now we've ripped out a whole bunch of those cubicles and it's just open with couches, stand-up tables and desks.
So how did you design the new office space? Did you bring in consultants?
We took some field trips. So we're pretty close to Austin. We went to Austin and visited something they call the Capital Factory, sort of like a WeWork for tech industry startups. Absolutely open and collaborative. We saw that. We spoke with some consultants and architectural engineering firms. And then I have some experience going around in Silicon Valley during a fellowship and seeing what cutting edge companies were doing, similar to this.
Any difficulties so far in implementation or in getting buy-in from senior leadership?
I think that the buy-in was natural because we're doing it now. 2 or 3 years ago, the buy-in would have been an uphill slog to convince everybody that, hey, we want to work from home and only come into the office every once in a while. So that's leadership. I would say that for the masses of our team, our airmen, they're excited about it, but a lot of them are nervous because what is it going to be like? I'm not going to have a wall full of diplomas and pictures. There's just going to be a hotel space that if I can sit in for the day, that's going to be it. And then I have to bring my stuff home. So it's different.
What about classified material? Certainly you can't do telework in that case, right?
In general, no. In general, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to have to come into a secure vault to do their work. There are technologies that would allow an individual to bring home a secure workstation so that they can do things, but there's a whole lot of complicated factors to that. Office of the Future could probably accommodate that in the future, but right now we're really focused on the unclassified work that we do.
So what kind of data will you be collecting to see if this setup is working or not?
Absolutely. Well, I like to say that we're experimenting right now. Right now, because of the health protection conditions, we're not all back into the office. So this hasn't really begun. It's going to begin when we can safely do it. Once we start bringing in a lot of people, we're going to collect utilization data on the permanently assigned offices, because there'll still be some of those, on the hotel spaces, the team rooms, the open collaborative environments that we're building. And if some are not being used, well, then we're just going to get rid of them. And if there's an increased demand for the others, we're going to make more of those. So it's an experiment that we hope to robust as we go.
Colonel, in the 30 seconds we've got left, do you think other military branches or even civilian agencies should give this a shot?
Absolutely. I read a lot in the news about how Americans have gotten used to working at home over the last year and a half. And you see it in the tech industry, and you see it on Main Street USA. For the other military organizations, absolutely, give this a try. Call us at AFIMSC. We can help you get started. We can help you avoid some of the growing pains that we've seen. And then it's an experiment. I don't think we have it right with our 1.0 design, but I think we'll get it right.
All right, Colonel, best of luck to you, and send us some pictures once you're done, okay?
You bet, Mimi. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for joining us.